Hello, I'm Ashley O'Donoghue.
And I'm Ray Yoders, and welcome back to Hornet Nation. This week, we take an inside look at the bowling team, learn about a gymnast's journey, and look back on Saline's wrestling history.
All of this and more on this episode of Hornet Nation.
The Saline Bowling team has finally begun their season. Here's Jack Williams with an inside look at how the game is played.
The bowling season has finally kicked off. Today, we get to take an inside look about what a bowling match looks like, as well as COVID-19's effects on the game.
We do 2 bakers and 2 individuals. So the bakers are, so if there are 5 girls or guys on the team, then they go in order, and then they so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then they do it again. So everybody's together for those 2 bakers. And then for individuals, each person goes their whole game by themselves.
COVID-19 has played a major role in all sports this season. Next, we go to Michael Kilbane to learn about how COVID-19 has affected the bowling season, as well as what precautions he has been taking.
Annoying. Very annoying. With the whole mask, wearing the mask the entire time, it gets a little, can't breathe well. No spectators. You gotta have your mask on unless you're sitting down at the table. But if you get up, you gotta put the mask on. I mean, when I'm bowling, there's not many people around me, so I don't really take huge precautions. I just wear the mask and use hand sanitizer.
Let's hope the girls and boys bowling team are able to safely and successfully play out the rest of the season. Well, I'm Jack Williams. Back to you in the studio.
Bowling casually is one thing, but bowling competitively adds a new level of intensity to the game. The team hits the lanes next Wednesday against Skyline.
Here's a quick message from our girls' water polo team.
Hello, my name is Audrey Cook.
And I'm Elizabeth, and we're the captains for water polo this year.
Girls water polo is a spring sport and a fun way to get to know new people from all different backgrounds. It is very team-oriented and inclusive to new or experienced players. I could barely keep my head above water, and now water polo is my favorite sport. There are no cuts and there's no running.
We have an amazing program that will easily allow you to get to know the sports even without swimming experience. And with the opportunities of a smaller team, new players are able to challenge themselves by working with more experienced players. We are making sure we follow guidelines to ensure everyone's safety, so please sign up as soon as possible. We would love to see you there.
More information can be found at the team's website at shswp.shutterfly.com, or you can email the parent board at salinehsgirlswaterpolo@gmail.com.
Next up, Lucas Fountain gives us an inside look on a gymnast's career and how she got to where she is today.
Oftentimes, athletes have looked back and remembered how it all started for them. I sat down with senior gymnast Madeline Hornyak to see what it took for her to get this far in her gymnastics career.
I started gymnastics at a pretty young age. My sister did the high school team, and she was a senior when I was a freshman, so I joined it as well.
Being voted in as team captain is a big accomplishment, but what are some of the responsibilities that go along with such a role on the team?
We're looked up to on the team. We're kind of seen as a role model. Our coach expects us to be always, doing our work, working hard, not complaining, just so that we set the tone for the other girls on the team. And being captain, that's just really exciting. Knowing that my peers voted for me and thought that they could rely on me and see me as a role model was really meaningful. I'm not planning on continuing after high school. I have really enjoyed the sport and the years that I've put into it, but I think my body is just kind of ready to be done. And it's one of those sports that you peak at a young age, and so it's hard to continue as you get older.
Even though Madeline isn't continuing gymnastics after high school, we're looking forward to what she does next. Reporting for Hornet Nation, I'm Lucas Fountain. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Lucas, for introducing us to Madeline and her journey to becoming a team captain.
Tonight at 7 p.m., the Saline boys basketball team faces off against conference rival Ann Arbor Huron at home. No tickets will be sold at the door, so if you want to watch, be sure to tune into salinelive.com to see the game. The wrestling program at Saline High School has been quite successful over the years. With multiple all-state wrestlers and district championships, Hornet Nation's Lauren Boer and Aiden Burke dive deeper into the history of Saline wrestling.
Saline wrestling has been around for decades. Early on, this program captured numerous titles like their Division I championship in 1997 and 1999. They have also produced at least one all-state wrestler in each decade. Saline's veteran coach talks about taking over the program and continuing to build Saline's legacy.
Here in 2005, came to a team that was $75 in the hole and had around 14 kids. So I've been trying to build and been trying to battle the battle and make things happen here for a long time.
In 2016, the wrestling team had lost one of their own, Ryan Estrada. The passing of Ryan had inspired a new event within the Saline wrestling program.
Ryan, just as an individual, was a gentle giant, great friend to the people he hung out with, and was just a really nice kid. And obviously losing him was huge. So we converted what was the Saline Super Duels and made it the Ryan Estrada Wrestling Meet.
In the past few years, the team and individual wrestlers have reached tremendous milestones.
Starting with my freshman year, we had a few guys in the state tournament, same with my sophomore year, and same with my junior year.
As a team, we've won 11 districts in a row.
I've hit 100 wins. I did that as a junior, which I'm happy about. I won the SEC, and I've qualified for regionals. And so this year, we're trying to keep the standard up at the high level that we've been at the past few years.
These athletes hope to be remembered for more than just winning trophies.
Wins and losses come and go. If you're making the wrestlers you have better people, that's the legacy you want.
I think we have a great group of athletes that do the right thing, that like being around each other, that enjoy working hard and just trying to propel. All the stuff off the mat will lead to the good things happening on the mat.
The team hopes to continue this legacy and finish with a successful season. Reporting for Hornet Nation, I'm Aiden Burke.
And I'm Lauren Boer. Back to you in the studio.
What an amazing history of the program. If you want to catch the team in action, be sure to tune into salinelive.com on Tuesday, March 2nd at 4:30 p.m., where they will host a quad against Huron, Belleville, and Jackson. Well, that's all for this show. Tune in to our next show on March 12th, where we will bring you the latest in Saline sports.
And make sure to follow us on Twitter at Nation Hornet,
as well as on Instagram and YouTube at Saline Video for the latest show updates. Signing off, I'm Ashley O'Donohue.
And I'm Ray Yoders. Have a great day, Hornets.